Welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Kristen. I am a certified fitness instructor and an occupational therapist. As a healthcare worker, I've seen how being active and having a strong body can really dramatically affect how people bounce back after illness, particularly as we get older. That's why I'm pretty passionate about using my training as a fitness instructor to help people get active and stay active, as it really is the best thing you can do for your well-being. This video is a no jump, no equipment except for optional chair, a 60-minute full body workout. It's really geared towards those who already have a moderate level or who are used to moderate levels of exercise. However, if you are just starting out, you're welcome to join us, but please try choosing the less intense options. Take as many breaks as you need, and if some exercise is just really too intense for you or doesn't work for you, just march and spot for that exercise. We will begin with a short warm-up where we'll practice some of the moves that we'll do in our circuits, followed by 30 minutes of interval training, where we have 3 circuits of 4 exercises. We do 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off for transition. Then after the interval training, we'll do 10 minutes of more targeted core exercise down on the mat, as followed by stretching and a cool down and stretching. Now, if you feel any pain or have any injuries in any of your joints while you're doing the exercise, please stop. The no pain, no gain attitude is actually a dangerous attitude. So please, we won't see any benefits if you push through that pain and injure yourself. So stop what you're doing. If you feel pain, march and spot and join us when you can. So grab your water, make some space, and let's get moving. Okay, so we'll start feet about shoulder width apart. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and one more. Inhale and exhale. Now, first we'll review our posture for all the exercises. We want to roll our shoulders back first. Abdominals always engaged with tailbone shooting towards the ground. Palms forward, keeping those shoulders back, and knees always slightly bent. Now, let's hold on to that, arms out in front, and let's just rotate one side to the other, trying to keep our hips to the front. Okay, nice and slow and controlled to start. We're gonna add on in a moment. It's gonna be a twist, twist, and then a kick. So twist, right, left, kick, left, twist, right, kick, right, twist, left, kick, left, right. As you get into it, you could speed up a bit. So right, left, kick, left, right, kick. 2 more. We're just warming up, and remember this move, we're gonna repeat it with a bit more intensity as one of our exercises in the circuits. All right, that's good. Now, let's shoulders back and down, abs tight. We're gonna step side to side, what I call a no jump jack. Arm up and leg out. Now, if you want more intensity, we could do this in a squat position. So squat is hips back, bend the knees, and up. Practice a few. Hips back, bend the knees, and up. Let's do that again. Back, bend the knees, and up. And this time, let's go down and hold it. This is our low no jump jack. A little bit more intense, so you could always do that standing version if you need to. A few more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Another exercise I want us to practice, shoulders back and down, abs tight, is a one-leg deadlift. So heel goes back. We're gonna squeeze here. Squeeze this glute to lift the heel And as a result, our body comes down, and then we come back up. Again, heel starts the movement, and then our upper body comes to no lower than parallel to the ground. We come back up. One more on this leg. Keep this leg slightly bent. Lift that heel back up and down. Let's try on the other side. Heel goes back first. Keep lifting that heel. Come on back up. If you need to, you could go near your chair or a wall to hold on for balance. Lift the heel. As a result, we tip forward. So it's not starting with the shoulders, it's starting with the heel going back and up and down. Good work. Let's take a big step back. Shoulders back and down. Abs tight. Let's practice our lunge. Knee down and up, down and up. We're going to push through the front heel to bring ourselves up. Down and up. Last one on this side. Good. Let's switch sides. Big step back. Shoulders back and down. Abs tight. Now we just bend the back knee and straighten. Down and up. Notice this knee stays right over the heel. Good. Last two. Last one. Something else I want us to practice before we get started is what I call a walking deadlift. There are two options. Start in front of your chair, which should be pressed against a wall. No chairs with wheels, please. So we're going to start with our arms up. We're going to do our squat. Hands on the chair, step out into a plank. We step back in, into a squat. Stand up. Let's do that again. Squat, hands down, plank, in, and up. We could modify that and add on knees when we're out in the plank. Knee, knee. Step in, squat, and up. One more like that. Out, in, and stand. You could stay there, or if your hips and knees have that much flexibility, you could go all the way down to the ground, step out, knee, knee, in, and up. So you've got those options there of a walking burpee on the floor or one with the chair. Good. We're going to practice one more move, which is what I call a down dog press. All of this practice is getting us warmed up. It's good. So let's get down on the floor, walk our hands out into down dog or an upside down V with your body. So hips go up, push away from the ground with your hands. If you need to, you could keep your knees bent. If you're flexible enough in the back of your legs, they stay straight. Now, you could just hold here if this is enough work for your arm, or you could do a press. So you bend the elbows, they go out a bit. We come back up. Try it again, just gentle. One. So we'll do two of those, and then we'll come into a plank on our hands. If plank is tough, you could do your plank on your knees, okay? And then come back to your down dog. If you're feeling strong, you could do a press. One, two, back to plank, hold, down dog, two press. One, two, back to plank. All right, let's walk our hands back, sit down, and stand up. So, I hope you're warmed up. I'm going to show you the first 4 exercises in our first circuit. We'll count you in. We have what we just did, those walking burpees. So either on the chair, walking burpee with 2 knees, 1, 2, back in, and stand, or down on the ground. Second up, we have down dog press, which we just finished with in the warm-up. Down dog, 2 presses to the plank. Third one is what I call a squat throw. So we're going to start up nice and tall. We're going to throw a ball down on the ground as we squat, and then lift up slow. Throw down and up. Always hips back. And last but not least, we're going to do a reverse plank on this chair. Shoulders back, and the body is going to be one line, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Are you ready? So I'll do the chair option the first time. The second 2 times, I'm gonna do it on the floor. If you want, let's go. Down, onto the chair, out, knee in, walk in, and stand. If you know you can do the burpees on the floor, go right ahead and start there. I'm gonna show all kinds of options so that those who are just beginning, or if it's just not a great day for you, but you're here anyways, the less intense options are there. One more. In, good, and stand up. Next up, we have the down dog to press to plank. Get in position, hands on the ground, hips up in the air, make an upside down V. Let's go. Press, press, and now into a plank. Hold and go back. Press, press, plank and hold. Option would be just to hold the down dog and then hold the plank. You could go on the knees if you need to. Down dog, press, press to plank, hold, down dog, press. There's our alarm. Time to get up and do those squat, throw down. So feet a little bit wider than the hips, abs tight, shoulders back and down, arms up. So shoulders down, arms up. Throw down and up. Throw down. It's like we've got a big medicine ball that we throw into the ground. Pick it back up. If you want intensity, you go harder and faster. Yes. Keep those abs engaged. If you need less intensity, stick with the squat. No throwdowns. Okay? Good work. Last but not least, we've got a reverse plank. So sit on the edge of your chair. First step, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then we put our hands down, and it might be good just to hold here, squeezing. Shoulder blades, chest out. If you want more intensity, make a long line with your body. Even more, you could lift one leg at a time, keeping those hips up. But the most important is that we don't slouch here. We really squeeze the shoulder blades together, push that chest out, and hold it there. That's the most important. What's happening in your upper back here? Chest out, shoulder blades squeezed together. All right, there's our break. That's one time through. We've got 2 more of these ones. First up, those walking burpees. So I'm gonna go on the ground this time. Okay? Start with those arms up. Sit, hands down, step out, knee in, step in, sit, and stand. Good. Hit those planks. Get those hips down in the plank. We're not doing down dog, it's a plank. So hips just a little bit below the shoulders. Good. Again, if you feel any pressure in your back on these transition from squat to standing, it's a good idea to use the chair instead, okay? Next up, down dog to press to your plank. So I'll meet you in down dog. Maybe your legs are straight, maybe they're a bit bent. Whatever you can do comfortably, and let's go. Press twice to a plank. Back, press, press, and a plank. Hold the plank for a second. Let's go back. Press, press, plank, press, press, plank. Almost there. There's that bell. Let's get up. We have squat throwdowns. Feet a little bit wider than our shoulders. Abs tight, shoulders back, then arms up and throw. And throw. When we come up, we're still squeezing the quads and the glutes. We want our hips back, knees staying behind the toes. If you want, you could take it up a notch. Or again, if it's too much, Just squat. Good work. Next up, those reverse planks. So really working on upper back, keeping us in good posture. So, shoulders together, hips off the bench or the chair. If you can hold that and keep your shoulders together, chest out, you can also try in one line. More of a challenge I find is going on your heels. We could go to the side this time with the legs, side and side. But once again, important to really keep reminding yourself, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Can you lift your chest higher? Yes? There's the bell. One more time through. Let's go. So those walking burpees. I'll go back on the ground. You have the option, ground or hands up on the chair. Get ready. Abs tight, arms up. Let's go. Down, out, 2 knees. Walk in, squat, and up. Squat. Some people rush this in between the step here. You really want to sit and squat and then stand. Okay? Don't rush through it until you're really sure you've got great form. Take your time. Learn the moves. Learn what your body is capable of. Good. Press. What is it? Down dog press. That's it. With a plank. So, I'll meet you in that down dog. Hips up. Knees maybe bent. Maybe straight. We press once, twice, to plank. Hold here. Up. Press. Press. If your shoulder joint has issues, and this is really just too painful for you, please don't do this. You could hold a plank, tap opposite arms. If you want to challenge, you could just do push-ups. There we go. Up we get. Last time for those squat throwdowns. Feet a bit wider than shoulders. Abs tight, tailbone to the ground, shoulders back and down, and then we raise the arms and we throw. If you want even more of a challenge, you come up on the toes. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up high, throw down. Arms are tight at the bottom to stop that movement. Arms are contracted. You could go on the toes, back to the heels. Up to you. Good, we're done those. And last but not least, those reverse planks. Let's go. So on the chair, hands on the chair, squeeze the shoulder blades together first. Now we lift up. Perhaps sitting here is enough and you need a break every so often. Push down with the shoulders, squeeze them back, or maybe you're fine with holding this plank. Either way, chest up. You could lift one leg at a time for an added challenge. Keep those hips up, chest up. Most important part. Good work. All right. Take a deep breath. We have 1 minute for me to show you the next 4 exercises. You get some water and watch. So, next up we have those low jump jacks we did in the warm-up, followed by what I call a plank push-up. So it'll be plank on the arms, down to plank on the forearms. Plank could be done feet with knees up or on the knees. Then we have what I call a lunge, plie, lunge, and stand. If that transition from lunge to plie is hard on your hips, just do opposite lunges. And last but not least, we're going to be in a plank on the chair, bringing our knee to the elbow on the outside. All right, you catch your breath. You've had a chance to catch your breath. 5 seconds. We're going to get started with those low, no jump jacks. Let's go. We step and we reach up and over. Reach up and over. Stay low. okay? You could go slowly. If you want less intensity, you could do it standing if you want less. If you really want an intense version today, stay low, vigorous with those arms. Reach high, far with that foot. 3, 2, good work. Next up, we have plank push-ups. So, I'll show it on my feet first, but you could do this right from the knees, okay? On the plank, ready? Let's go. So we walk down onto the forearms. We push back up on the hands. Now go the opposite way. Down on the forearms, up on the hands. Option to do everything knees down, but we're still engaging here in the core, okay? Those options are there. This one is a tough one, so feel free to alternate between those knees down and knees up. There's our horn. Back up. We've got those lunge, plie, lunge. So once again, if turning from here to here is hard on the hip, just alternate lunges. Let's go. Lunge, plie, lunge. And on that plie, really pull the knees towards the back of the room. Okay? Lunge. Pull the knees back. Lunge. And up. Lunge. Plie, knees back. Lunge. And up. Good. Lunge. Plie. All right, you'll get another chance at those, don't worry. Fourth in our series is a chair plank with knee coming up like this to opposite elbow. Let's get in that plank. Hold your head in line with the spine. Knee up towards the opposite elbow, or even the shoulder would be a good image. Okay, we're really lifting the leg up here. This one is tough on many levels. Holding the plank and bringing that knee. If you find it very tough, you could work on just holding plank and bringing knees in a little bit at a time. We'll talk more about that on the second time we hit it. Let's go around two more times we've got. We have our no jump jack, low jacks. Let's go. Get low. Up, up. Get low. Stay low. Really reach with that foot and that arm. Almost making a diagonal line. I'm gonna have to stop talking to keep up. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Next up, those walking planks. Plank push-up, I call it. This is a tough one. Choose your option wisely, knees or feet. I'll start here. Hips just below the shoulders. Let's go. Onto forearms, push back up. Forearms, push back up. Again, if it's tough, option to do this same thing on the knees. Hands should be right underneath those shoulders, not forwards. Okay, our head and our sweat should be dripping in front of where our hands are. We're almost there, last one. Good work. Up we get. Lunge, plie, lunge. Towel off if you've got one. I need it. Big step back. Shoulders, abs, let's go. Lunge, plie, bend the back leg, lunge, come up to stand. Big step, lunge by bending the back leg. Plie, pull the knees to the back. Lunge, bending the back leg. Good. You can do whatever is comfortable with those arms. It could be hands on the hips. You could do like a runner's lunge, open, runner's lunge. There's that bell. Last but not least, a plank side crunches with the knees on the chair. Take a few deep breaths. Ready? Find that plank. Let's go. One long line first. Make sure you've got a good plank to start. Hold it there without moving anything else. Bring that knee up towards the elbow. It likely won't touch, that's fine. Maybe you're just doing little movements like this. That's all you can muster, that's okay. Do what you can control without pain. That's the most important part. Challenging, yes, very important. Pain, no good. All right, one more time through. We start with those low, no jump jacks. Let's get low and go. Yes. Once again, if you find it too intense, you could do the same thing standing without the arms. More intensity, reach, really reach far and bring up the speed. I find the harder I pump my arms, the faster I move my legs. So focusing there if you want intensity. Last 2, 1, good work. Last version of those plank push-ups. I need to catch my breath. This time I'll start on my forearms. Why not? Long plank. Let's go. Push up. Onto hands down. Switch sides, let's start. Up. Down. Up. Down. Try not to let your hips wiggle side to side either. Head up in line with the spine. I gotta go to my knees. Last 5 seconds. There we go. Good work. 2 more exercises. We have lunge, plie, lunge. Big step back. Shoulders back and down. Let's go. Lunge, plie, lunge. On that plie, keep your chest up and back. Or chest should not be leaning forward on that plie. Yes. Get low on that lunge for more intensity. Stay up high and don't go so low if it's your first time and you don't want intensity. Good work. There's our bell. And last but not least, plank, knee to elbow on the chair. You could, of course, do this on the ground if you don't have a chair. It might be a bit more challenging. Let's go. Hold that plank. Crunch to the side. Yes. Keep that head up, but chin in. Really lift it leg up into the side, if you can. Up into the side. Yeah, really getting into the side of the core. Less than 10 seconds. Head up in line, chin in. Good work. All right. You've got 1 minute break. Get a little bit of water, towel off. Catch your breath. I need a bit of water. And then I'm going to show you the last 4 exercises of this intense part of the workout. Okay. Let me adjust this first. Whew. All right, first up is what I call a side lunge push. So legs wide, we go lunge side, up and push. Lunge, push, same leg throughout. Next, tricep dips on the chair. I'll cue you in as we do them. Next, we do those 1 leg deadlifts that we practiced in the warm-up, lifting the heel and lowering. And last but not least, also something we did in the warm-up, the twist, twist, kick. Okay? Good. Side lunge push. So feet nice and wide. Pick a leg, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go this way first time. Shoulders back and down. Lunge and up. This is to start. If you want more intensity, lunge, push with this leg, lift. lunge, lift. So that's option 2. You could stay with option 1, no problem. Good work. Stay on the same leg this time. We'll switch next time through. Good. Next up, we have our tricep dips. So once again, similar to those reverse plank holds we did, sitting, squeeze the shoulder blades together first. Then we put our hands down, and we get our bum just off the chair. We're gonna send our elbows to the back and up. If you're just starting, little dips is good. For a challenge, try to get down to about a 90-degree angle. For even more challenge, you could straighten those legs. But try to keep your body close to the chair. Okay, I don't want you way out here. Close to the chair for those dips. Good. There we go. Moving on. Exercise number 3, which are those one-leg deadlifts. So one under your mat. We're gonna just bring one leg back. Make sure this leg is slightly bent the whole time. We're gonna lift this heel up, slowly lower, and come on back up. If you wanna challenge, knee up. Option 1 would be just to come to a stand and let the foot rest to give you a break. Option 2 is to balance the entire time. Heel goes first and then the upper body follows. Come on back up. Once again, we'll switch sides the second time through. Good. And last but not least, those twist, twist, kick. So trying to keep the hip, we'll move a little bit the hips, but try and keep them forward as we twist. So we're gonna go left, right, kick, right, left, kick, left, right, kick, right, left, kick. So, yes. The more you get into it and you feel you have control, you could do it a little more vigorous and stop, 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 stop. Use that core to stop you at each side. Elbow, elbow. Good work. We go through one more time. 2 more times actually. So first up, that, I forget, side lunge push. That's it. Wide stance, this way this time. Down and up, down and up. You could take it up a notch, push, lunge, push, lunge. It could be just a push, or it could be a push and a lift. Lunge, push and lift, lunge, lift. Good work, keep it up. 5 more seconds on this side. Excellent. Next up, we have those tricep dips. So right away, let's get to our chair. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands on the chair. Bum to the edge of the chair. And now it's time to go. Take it off. Do those dips. So if you've been doing this a while, right away, you go to legs out there, the feet out there farther. If you're just starting, this is a tough one for those triceps. Keep those feet in close to you. At any point, if you need a break, you just sit up on the chair. If your chair has armrests, you could also do it on the armrest and use your feet to help you if you're just getting started. Whew, good work. Next up, we have one leg deadlifts on the other side. So, shoulders back and down, abs tight. Other leg goes back just slightly. Get ready, this knee is bent. Lift the heel until you're almost parallel to the ground. Come on back up. If you're balancing the whole time, you could add a knee. Otherwise, you take a second rest and put that foot down. Lead with the heel's going up. And back up. You got that? So heel first, squeeze the glute to lift your leg, and then your upper body just happens to come down. Squeeze, probably the last one. Up, 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 up. Balance. And up. Good work. A little bit of good balance work and work for hamstrings and glutes there. Last but not least, those twist, twist, kicks. Ready? Abs tight. Get firm arms. Let's go. Twist, twist, kick. So it's right, left, kick, left, right, kick, right, left, kick, left, right, kick. Really almost resist the twist with your core. It's kind of like you're going to stop the motion forcefully on each side. Good work. One more time through everything. You can do it. So side lunges, push. We'll switch halfway through, okay? Abs tight, feet wide, shoulders back and down, palms forward. Let's go. One side, lunge, lift, lunge, push. I'll count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Bend the other leg. Up. You could add the push. Lunge. Push. Side leg. Side lunge. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Next up, tricep dip. Tricep dips if you didn't get that with the towel in my face. Okay, let's go. First, squeeze the shoulder blades. Press the chest out. Hips off. Let's go. Bend and up. Bend and up. Challenge. Move those heels a bit farther away without moving your hips farther away. Good work. Not too much longer. 10 seconds of this one. This is a challenging one. Sometimes I need to bring my feet in near the end. 3, 2, can you get one more in? Fine, good work. Those deadlifts. Once again, I'll cue you halfway through to change legs, change sides, okay? Shoulders back and down. Abs tight, knees slightly bent, one leg back. Let's go. Lift that heel, balancing, and come on back up. It's not about bringing your shoulders down. Think about heel up. Keep your shoulders up away from the ground, actually. Okay, abs tight, squeeze the glutes. You're one line. Switch sides, let's go. Other heel back and up. In and balance. Heel back and up. One more on this side, lead with the heel first. Good work. And last but not least, those twist, twist kicks. It's our last exercise, last round of the last circuit. Let's go, shoulders back and down, abs tight. Get those elbows ready. Twist, twist, kick, twist, 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 twist. Sometimes adding little breaths can help. Exhale, exhale. Try keeping those hips forward, just the upper body rotating. You could do smaller rotations if you're starting to get tired in those abs. We're almost there. And that's it. Good work, you guys, on this intense interval training. Take a few deep breaths. I know I need to. Next up, we're going to be working on our 10 minutes of core exercises. Each exercise, we do 45 seconds on, 15-second break. I'm going to set myself up here. I need the towel on my mat. We don't need the chair anymore, so I'll move that out of the way. Take a little sip of water. And I'm going to set us up for our core timer. How's everyone doing? Hanging in there? It's a tough one. Let's go. So, 15-second count in starts. Where's play? Now, let's go. When that timer goes, the first thing we're going to be doing is what I call bicycle. I'm not sure why that's beeping. We'll let it go. So, first option, hands by shoulders, knees bent, shoulder to knee, shoulder to opposite knee. Good, and you're coming down with that foot each time. then down with the shoulders. If you've been doing this a while, you could keep those knees up, shoulder to opposite knee, and when you twist, straighten the opposite leg. That's option 2. You can definitely stay with those knees bent, feet resting on the floor between each rep. Keep looking at the ceiling. Let your head naturally stay in line with the spine. Belly button into spine. We're almost there. Good work. Hug those knees for a second. Deep breath. Next, we're going to do what I call reverse curls. So hips coming towards the ribs. I like to put my fingers on my hips, thumb on my ribs, because then it helps me imagine, actually feel the space between them getting less as I use my abs to really engage and try to bring those hips up. Maybe you like it better with legs bent. That's fine. It makes no difference what your legs are doing as long as you're working these abs hard. Do not swing your feet around like this. No, that's called momentum. You're not using your muscles appropriately there. I want to isolate and work the strength in your lower abs to really bring those hips up towards the ribs. Good work. Hug those knees. Next up, we're going to go onto our stomach, do some swimming. Working our erector spiny muscles in our back that run up and down along the spine. Let's go. Abs tight first. So pelvis goes into the mat. We hold that, and now we lift opposite arm and leg and hold. Lift and hold. So it's kind of like slow-mo swimming. If you want advanced version, don't let the hand and foot touch the ground. Hold the entire time. Try keeping your chin in to your chest. Don't arch your neck up. Reach your arm and your leg to the opposite ends of the room. Thumb up to the ceiling. How much time we got? Less than 2, 1. There we go, good work. Mini child's pose before we go on. All right, side plank. We're gonna all do this on the knee. Knee, elbow, one line. Push down with the shoulder, lift up. There we go. It's more comfortable. Top leg comes out if you can. Top arm to the other end of the room. We're gonna crunch, elbow to knee, and up. A lot of side crunches today. Good, working those obliques, yes. It's an option to do this. If it's enough for you to hold here or to hold here, keeping hips up, that's fine. If you want more challenge, reach and elbow to knee. We'll do the other side on the second time through. Good work. Keep that hip up off the ground. High, high, high. There's that bow. And last but not least, in our 5 exercises that we repeat, we'll do twice. We're going to do a V-sit. So sitting at one end of your mat, nice and tall, shoulders back and down, abs engaged. We're going to keep all of this, lean back, straight back, until the point where you feel like you almost need to collapse, but do not. We stay straight, we hold it there, just before that moment. If you're finding it's easy, you can lift those feet. If you need more of a challenge, you could put your arms up in a V. That one is tough. I like to keep it here. Another challenge could be with straight legs. Play around, see what works for you. You could alternate tapping to keep your mind occupied as you hold for 5 more seconds. That's it. You can do it, or feet could be on the ground. There's that bell. All right. 5 more minutes. 1 time through each of these exercises, and then we get to do what I think is the best part, the stretching. All right, let's go on our back. Those bicycles. So I'm going to show option 1 again. Shoulder up to knee. Foot comes back down. And option 2, leaving those knees up or the feet up off the ground. Notice I say shoulder to knee. We do not need to bring the elbow in. In fact, sometimes that makes us think we're doing more than we are. No, the abs lift, the shoulders up off the ground. So that's what we need to do to work them. Your abs do not lift your elbows. Good work. Knees in. Take a deep breath. We've got reverse curls coming up. All right, I like this image. You do what you need to do to get that image of and concentration on engaging in the abs and then lifting and lowering. Lifting those hips towards the upper body. They will lift up a bit, that's natural. But it is not a competition to see how high you can get your feet. Your legs and your feet are just moving as a result of the work you're doing here. Yes. We're almost there. 10 seconds left. Do what you can. Keep going. Last one. Good. Hug those knees. Next, the swimming, working on our back. This can be really challenging because we often forget about our back muscles. People will work a lot of the muscles they can see. So we end up hunched over and not with a good posture. Let's abs in, pelvis into the ground. Lift arms and legs slightly off the ground. Now, one arm up and opposite leg up, switch. Opposite arm and leg lift and switch. And switch with control. If you need option 1, you rest the hand and the leg on the ground while the opposite ones are lifting. More intensity. Hold everything up off the ground. Slightly hover this resting hand and leg above the ground. Not much longer. 3, 2, 1. Oof. I found that one tough. All right, a little child's pose. Release that tension. You stay there, and now we've got the other side plank to do. Let's go. In position, push the shoulder away from the ear, lift up off the ground with that hip, and lift that foot up. Reach above you, keeping the hips up. If you want, you could add a crunch. Most important thing right now in this exercise is engaging in here and keeping that hip up off the ground. All the rest of it is extra. Lifting that leg, reaching straight above the head, doing the crunch. Keep those hips up off the ground. Yes, 5 seconds left. We're almost there. Good work. All right, one more. That V-sit. So, sitting at one end or the other of your mat, doesn't matter which, hands on the knees. Sit up nice and tall, shoulders back and down, abs tight, so tailbone towards the ground. We lean. And this one we're gonna hold. Arms could be out. You could try lifting one leg, maybe 2. You could try with the arms up, reaching long in the spine. You could try straightening the legs. Or you could bring the arms down and then just straighten the legs. Either way, we're working on keeping that back straight. Play around with the different options, what you can hold. Sometimes it just distracts me to move from one to the other. And there we go. Whew, we are done. So it's time for a well-deserved break and stretch. So I want you to come down on your back. Give those knees a good hug. Take a deep breath. We're gonna roll onto one side. Okay, knees stay in. Arms out straight in front of you. Relax your head. Now you're just gonna peel this top arm up and away and reach towards the other side. I'm hitting my wall, but that's okay. I'll just kind of let the weight of my arm, even if it's bent, try to help this chest muscle relax. And if it's comfortable, you can look towards that arm. Now, it's important to keep the shoulder of the side you rolled to on the ground. And then take some deep breaths while trying to relax as that opposite shoulder slowly inches towards the ground on the other side. All right, let's gently bring our heads back to our first side we rolled to. Bring that arm in, so now our spine is aligned. We'll roll onto our back. We're gonna go the other way. Knees down and shoulders. Roll all the way onto your side. Now we peel that top arm across, keeping the first shoulder on the ground, this top shoulder. We're gonna work on gently taking deep breaths and letting that arm fall and the shoulder fall towards the ground. It may not touch, mine does not. But taking deep breaths, feeling it inching little by little lower as we exhale. All right, to undo that, let's gently bring that arm in, turn our head towards the side with our knees, and we'll roll back up onto our feet, or onto our back. Let's put our feet on the ground. We're gonna reach one heel up towards the ceiling. Gently reach behind that leg, and if you need more of a stretch, then you gently pull that leg towards you. But some of us, it's just enough of a stretch on the hamstring to push our heel to the ceiling so that our leg straightens. Important too to keep both hips on the ground for this. All right, this foot comes down on and rests on the opposite thigh. Keep your foot flexed, so toes pulling up towards the knee. Reach behind that leg and pull in. It's a good stretch on this hip, external of this hip into the glute a little bit. Sometimes I play just moving a little bit to one side or the other to see where I'm a bit tight and need more of the stretch. We'll gently release. Other side, heel up. If you need to, just gently pull that leg towards you. All right, that foot comes down on the opposite thigh. Foot flexed. You can push gently if you don't have knee pain. Gently push that knee away a bit. Bit of an extra stretch in that hip. And then reach behind the thigh and pull those legs in. we'll gently take a break, or gently release. And we'll roll onto our side. One long line. Rest our head on our arm. Knees stay together. We're going to bend the top leg, reach for that foot. Keep those knees together and then squeeze the glutes, squeeze your butt so your top hip comes forward. If you need even more of a stretch for those, we're stretching our quadriceps, the front of our thigh. You could also push your foot into your hand to really help deepen that stretch. Gently release. We're going to go on to the other side. You could just roll over. I'm going to swing myself around. Rest your head on that outstretched arm. Knees together. They stay together as you bend that top leg. Foot in hand. Squeeze the glutes so your top hip comes forward. You might roll around a little bit. It's a bit of extra balance. And if you need more of a stretch, really push that foot into your hand to intensify the stretch on your quads. And we'll gently release, roll over onto your stomach, push yourself up onto all fours. We're going to push the hands into the ground to lift through the shoulders and then roll out through the upper back. Inhale here to fill our lungs and rib cage, and then exhale and come back to neutral. Let's repeat that. Again, push the hands against the ground to lift through the shoulders and the back. Let your head hang and roll out that upper body. Inhale. Stretch the rib cage as you hold that breath. And exhale and release to neutral. One more time. Push into the arms. Round out the upper back. Inhale. And release. Exhale. Let's walk our hands back to our feet. We're going to lift our hips up. Hang here for just a second. Let your head hang. Release the tension in the upper body. The arms are a little heavy. Deep breath, inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to roll up using the strength of our legs. One vertebra at a time. Good. When we come to the top, I'll come into the center. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths to finish. Let's go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. Please take a minute to thank yourself and congratulate yourself on showing up and getting through this workout. It's really a great investment that you've made in your health and well-being today. If you enjoyed this workout, please hit the thumbs up or the like button, and feel free to comment down below on what you liked about the workout or any suggestions you may have for future videos. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe or follow button, and that way you won't miss any of the future videos I put out. And with that, I wish you a great day, evening, or night, wherever and whenever you are around the world right now. And that's it. Bye for now.